Hello, everyone. I wanted to do some tapping today, and it's actually, I'm using myself as the test subject. So I had a pretty extensive testing done because I've had a rash that started on my body, God, probably last year. I don't remember exactly when it started. So I did a candida cleanse, and I did a specific diet, and then I started taking a Chinese herb that actually really cleared things up. And then when COVID hit, I couldn't get that Chinese herb, so the rash came back in full force. And it's ironic that I had bought this from Ricky Keller, a cookbook on Candida-free living. And I just read the intro of it the other day, and she talked about having this rash that she would not go anywhere. And then she discovered it was systemic yeast, Candida. So what I did is now I've gotten tested and I have a severe case of it. And I'm on a cleanse now, yet another one, and I'm taking supplements to help with it. And oh, hey, Marcia. I know. I was on a thing, so it's nice to see you too. I'm coming back in. I'm actually, I'm considering doing another 21 days, but possibly on the phone. That would be like a $21 thing. We'll see. We'll just see. But that's what I'm considering. But it's really nice to see you here. I know I've been MIA, and great to take that little break. And so, but I thought I'm using myself as the test subject here because then I read up. So this is, many of you know, I love this book, The Healing Questions, guys, but I often have to edit stuff in it because I find the language is sort of extreme. So when I read this, so what I'm doing is I'm doing all the physical stuff. I'm working with a functional medical person, and I'm doing the cleanse and all of that. And what's great is every day as I read through this, I tap, and I've had different things come up because my belief is if I don't attend to the underlying emotional causes, it's just going to keep being chronic. So I'm going to read you. This is yeast infection in women, and this is definitely what's been causing this really intense rash that I've had, and I already feel it subsiding by doing this additional cleanse and additional dietary stuff. But and I'm tapping every single day on this, and I've had different stuff come up. So what value is there in believing others' needs are more important than my own? What will it take for me, here comes Grace, my kitty, what will it take for me to understand that I am worth being loved and served? How would my life be different if I no longer believed that I had to earn love? So yesterday when I was tapping through these, what came up for me is my Catholic upbringing, which was really entrenched and really not an uplifting upbringing. My best friend here who was raised there had a much different experience than I did. Hers was good, mine not so much. But when I was tapping, it just came up like, oh my God, right, there it is, that belief, you're born with original sin scored on your heart as an infant, and you have to get baptized to overcome that. It's like insane. And that really came up for me. Pam, oh my God, I'm so happy you're here. So this is really interesting. So that came up yesterday as I tapped through these, because now I'm hitting this up on the emotional front and the physical front, and doing the two in conjunction to support. But I got to earn love, and I so see it throughout my life, even in my business, where it's like there's these ways I've got to earn love. So this is really, believe it or not, I'm actually really grateful that this has come to this, and Candida's kind of been a chronic thing for me throughout my life. It comes and goes. Makes so much sense. This one, as I read these, every single one of them applies to me. So the next one is, what am I doing for others that they should be doing for themselves? And I've noticed this in me where this is not my husband's fault, but this is my life as a kid. If somebody says jump, I was like, how high? So I might be busy doing something and he'll call me and I drop everything and go, "What? Hey, what's up?" This reactionary part of me that I learned to be that way, like, okay, what do I got to handle? And as I keep catching that in little ways, I'm like, no, wait, no, I got to honor myself. This is love of myself. And as an example, yesterday we went on this really nice mountain bike ride in the morning with our dog, and we came back, and I've been cleaning up the horse manure. And I was like, oh, I got to get down there and clean it up. And I was like, no. You need to go sit now and give yourself your time and space. And that's a way to practice loving myself. And it came to me this morning when I was talking to a girlfriend. It's like I've broken my own heart over the years. Because one, I was trained to, and I don't say that judgmentally, I was trained to believe that I'm not of value. I have to earn love. That's what my Catholicism taught me. That's what my family of origin, with my parents being very indoctrinated in that all that dogma taught us. You have to earn it. You've got to earn love. You're born unworthy, so you have to spend the rest of your life earning it. And that's been so entrenched in me. And interestingly, I know enough astrology to be dangerous, but this period of time that we're all experiencing is a lot of going deeper inward for these long-term things to come up to be healed. Makes sense. This is coming up. So, what will it take for me to understand the difference between serving and enabling? Bingo. What will it take to believe I deserve support and that there are people who would love to support me? Who will take care of me if I do not take the time to care for myself? And that's something I've been practicing. What will it take to create healthy boundaries between appropriately serving others and slaving to earn my salvation? Oh my God, that's so my Catholic upbringing. What will it take for me to understand I do not create self-worth? I brought it with me. I'm going to read that one again. What will it take for me to understand that I do not create self-worth? I brought it with me. I have spent a lifetime trying to create self-worth. And I'm doing the Course in Miracles too now, which is really helping me to go, no, I was born in here. I tap on that a lot. Born worthy, born, and I can do, you teach what you need to learn. Hello. So this is yeast overproduction, leading to debilitation of immune system. Now I'm going to change some of the words here because some of it I'm like, it's a little extreme. What memories am I holding on to that are damaging my soul? What will it take to recognize, and this, I don't like this language, what will it take to recognize and get over my harmful habits and traits? What will it take to recognize I like to call it this harmful habits and traits. What do I call it? Character adaptations. What will it take to recognize my character adaptations that I've learned as a child to survive? To me, it's so much less judgy than, what will it take to recognize and get over my harmful habits and traits? Okay, this next one. What will it take for me to be free of all my negative programming? Okay, good freaking luck. Because as long as I'm in a body and on planet Earth, I guarantee you I'm going to have to attend to negative thinking and programming until I'm 6 feet under, which I want to be cremated. So to me, it's like that's a setup for failure. I've got to release all my negative. No, I just got to attend to it. Manage it. That's just another way for me to judge myself. What value is there in believing I am under attack? That's been a huge one for me. I could tell you so many stories. What would I do differently if I knew I was completely adequate for the cause I am pursuing? What can I do to nurture myself today? What value is there in ignoring my own needs? That's what I mean. Like, I'm in the middle of something and someone will call my name and I'm like, yeah, okay, I drop everything. What? And that's ignoring my own needs instead of like, I don't have to be so reactive. I can catch myself in the act of, not judge myself for that. Know that that's a character adaptation that I had and go, oh, there I am. I'm dropping everything to run off to attend to someone else. And when I catch that, I can just go, no, I can stick with this. I'll be with you when I'm done here. And this one is huge, especially growing up in Catholic school. What will it take to be completely free of the shame programs I keep running in my head? What will it take to stop abusing myself with my thoughts, neglect, and self-rejection? So self-abuse, it's strong words. It's the way we learn to be. And then the last one is, what will it take to accept the comfort and protection from the men in my life? So I'm going to read the 2 affirmations they have, and I actually like these. I might, if I need to edit something. I am in alignment with the universal principles of giving and receiving. So I would edit this and say, what if I could learn to be more and more in alignment with the universal principles of giving and receiving? I love to serve, and I do it in a way that honors me and those I serve. I actually love that line. I love to serve, and I do it in a way that honors me and those I serve. I practice habits of good self-care. I am learning to practice habits of good self-care. And I love to serve, and I am learning to do it in a way that honors me and those I serve. And then this is the other one. I know how to meet my needs. I am learning to meet my own needs a little more each and every day. I treat myself with loving kindness and respect. I am learning how to treat myself with loving kindness and respect. I align my thoughts and my language to be in harmony with light and love. Okay, that's a pithy thing. And I'm like, okay, light and love. So what if I can be guided and directed in ways to align my thoughts and the language that I speak that can be more in harmony with the concepts of light and love's a little too ethereal for me, of loving kindness to the self. Because to me, when we can come back to the self and learn to love ourselves, it's huge. Everything else spills out from that. So I wanted to share that, and I'm going to do a quick tapping. It looks like my battery's going to go, but let's just do a quick tapping, and then I'll let everyone go. Hello, Michelle, Pam, Marsha, Karate Chop. Even though I think I learned to break my own heart. And of course I did. My heart was broken so often as a child. I choose to acknowledge these feelings now. Even though I struggle with self-care. Not too surprising. I wasn't taught how to do this as a child growing up. Even though I may suck at self-care right now, but I love the idea that my body is filled with wisdom. And instead of rejecting what's happening in my body, I can see that it's speaking my truth for me. And actually helping me heal. If I'm open to this concept. And go to the eyebrow. I have this yeast. I have this rash that's flaring up out of my body. And I can judge that and make myself wrong for it, especially as a practitioner. But what if I can see this differently? And see the wisdom in my body. And the wisdom it's sharing with me. I like that idea a lot. That through what's happening in my physical body, as it speaks to me, I can learn how to heal the emotional wounding with loving kindness and acceptance. Support myself physically and mentally, emotionally, and spiritually too. And what if, by honoring how my body is speaking to me, this is an incredible roadmap to heal myself more fully with loving kindness and self-acceptance, and to step more on the pathway of learning, actually remembering that I don't have to earn love. I don't have to earn any self-worth. I came in installed with it. And as I start to release the muck that's covered over these truths, I start to embrace these truths more fully. And then take a breath. So there's a lot here, and so I've been doing a lot of pondering because I definitely want to put something together and really along these lines, just for really our own self-worth and self-value and knowing that it's there. And so it's coming soon. We'll see. And Marcia, it's so great to see you back here, Michelle and Pam. And as I go through my own detoxification program and keep tapping through this, I just feel so really even hopeful and excited that I'm like, instead of the judgment of like, because I was judging myself. And it's like, whoa, wait, Marty, the body speaks the mind. It's telling you something. And now to really see this and to read this and go, oh my God, bingo. It just makes so much sense. And I just understand this in such a different way, how it's been this thing in my life for so long and why it makes sense. And I feel like now I have this pathway to a deeper, deeper feeling. So great to see you two. Thanks a lot for today's tapping. You bet, Marcia, and more to come. I'm always happy to see you here. And Pam and Michelle and Pam, let me know if you want me to. I can take a picture of this and text it to you if you want that information. All right, bye for now, everyone. Take good care.